Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to start today's video with Liliana. As you can see, she's so excited to be here. Today's video is going to be a January favorite things, and we have two things to start off with that are Liliana's favorite things. So, you want to show them the first one? You show them your teether? This is a Ryan and Rose teether. She's actually had this for a while. I had just put it in a drawer, honestly, and forgot about it. We got it from one of my best friends. And yeah, so Ryan and Rose is a small business that started in the Memphis area and has grown and grown and grown. And so it's really cool to see businesses like that start small and then see them rise and then have stuff in Target. It's just kind of exciting. So happy that she likes this little teether. She's got two front teeth on the bottom, but she's definitely still got a lot to go, so it will come in handy for her to chew on and soothe her little mouth. So the other favorite thing for Liliana is actually downstairs, so we are going to hop down there and show you her second favorite thing. Okay, so her second favorite thing is her foam ball pit. She loves it. This was actually a gift from Grammy and Grandpa. So her birthday's in January, which means that she's always going to have gifts for Christmas and birthday, and it's just going to be great. Okay. Boogers, girl. So the ball pit has been a pretty big hit in our house. She likes to sit in there and just throw the balls out and make me chase them down. So I've been getting my exercise. But now that Liliana has showed you her January faves, I'll come back in a little while by myself and show you my January faves. My first January fave is this little one right here. She's a lot of fun, even when she's being crazy. Are you crazy, girl? Okay, say bye, camera. Bye, YouTubers. Bye. Okay, guys, I'm back to tell you my January favorites, and I will start with my sweater that I'm wearing. This is a Madewell sweater, and they had a 40% off sale not too long ago, and I took the opportunity to sweep this guy up because it had been on my favorites for several weeks, maybe several months, I can't remember. But yeah, so now I have this little sweater. It's kind of a cream color with little black baubles. It's a really good weight for where I live in Tennessee because it doesn't get super cold here very often. So there's a lot of time during the transition between winter and spring and even all the way through the spring that I need just like this weight of sweater. Because it's not super thick, but it's also thick enough that it's warm. So anyway, it's a great sweater. I don't have a whole lot of stuff from Madewell, so I'm not sure how it's going to hold up. I really hope it lasts at least like 3 or 4 years, considering what I paid for it. I mean, it wasn't super expensive. I think I ended up paying like under $60 for it with the discounts, but that's a lot of money to me for a sweater, for one item of clothing. But I'm trying to like be more intentional. I'm not buying clothes like at Target anymore, because I was buying things at Target, wearing them 3 times, and then they were falling apart. So I'm trying to spend just a little more money on things, and hopefully they'll last longer. I've always been that way with shoes. I would spend a little more money on a good pair of shoes and wear them for several years. But for some reason, I've never been that way with clothes. I do like to buy stuff at Goodwill if I find a good, something good that I like that's not super worn out. So, but that's just really hit or miss. Like, you don't always find good stuff at Goodwill. Sometimes you go and there's like nothing, or there's plenty of stuff, but it's not good stuff. So anyway, that was a lot of rambling about my sweater. But that's number 1 on my list. Number 2 on my list is something you've already seen, which is my water bottle. I talked about this in my Christmas haul video, but some of you may have not seen that. or you may be a new watcher. So this is a Contigo water bottle. It's like kind of a marble pattern. And it's the auto seal, which means it's got a little button on the back, and you kind of press that in with your hand and you tip it and you drink. So it's been really good. I've been trying to keep on top of my water drinking. I think I've had 2 of these today. They're about 24 ounces. So I've been trying to do 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. And it's been good. And then like if I work out, I end up with drinking a whole nother one with my workout. So that was a gift from my husband for Christmas. And then number 3 on my list is these caramels. This is from Shotwell Candy Company. This is the bourbon and maple pecan. I only have 1 left in there, but I'm not gonna eat it on camera because I want to savor it. So I got those at my friend Lisa's shop opening. She about 2 years ago opened a very small space with another entrepreneur named Trista, and it's kind of an incubator space where it's a low risk investment for small businesses to test their idea and see if it's going to be successful. So they had that for a couple of years. Lisa does indigo dyed textiles, but she with her shop has like stuff from other small businesses like Shotwell Candy Company and like PF Candle Company, which I don't have it up here anymore, but I always have a candle of theirs burning. I don't know if I guess they're still considered a small business, but like you can buy them at Urban Outfitters now, so they're pretty big. But what else does she have? Nothing else that I think would be really recognizable, but like some jewelry brands she carries. Anyway, all that to say, they opened a new space. It's big, it's awesome, and they're gonna do workshops and stuff in the back. And while I was there for the opening, I picked these up and I really liked them. So I'm definitely gonna be going back there for more of those. And this little, let's see, it was a 2.5 ounce. I would say they're, 10 individually wrapped pieces, and it was $6. So not too bad for like artisan candy. So I like that kind of stuff because I tend to stretch it. Like I'm not going to eat the whole bag in one sitting, whereas if I get a bag of Reese's, I'm probably going to eat them all in one sitting. So that was really good. And then the next things are not tangible items, so I'm just going to sit here and talk to you. I have one thing on my list, I guess it would be number 4, is a book. I read a lot. I try to read a book a week, and I'm on track so far this year, which is great. The book that I finished most recently was Wise Blood by Flannery O'Connor. Obviously not a new book, but something that I had not read before, so I'm just going to count it in my January faves. She, as far as I know, only wrote 2 novels, and this is one of them. It's relatively short, but also not something I would recommend for everyone. I would say before you go reading a Flannery O'Connor novel, I would read some of her short stories. That would give you a good idea of how she writes and the subjects she writes about. I love her writing so much, but a lot of it is very unsettling and just like kind of, I don't know. That's the best way I can think to describe it, is unsettling. Really, really good stories, but just real like, I don't know, they just make you cringe a little bit, you know? I don't know. If you have some good words to describe Flannery O'Connor's writing, let me know in the comments. But I do love her. I guess the second novel is the only thing of hers that I haven't read, because I've read her complete short story collection, and then now Wise Blood. So, okay, number 5 is a podcast. So this is also not new, just something that I discovered this month called What Should I Read Next? I actually heard about this podcast in a Facebook group that I'm in of like moms. It was a mom group. But I really enjoy it. So the host, and it's so new that I don't even know the host's name yet, because I haven't like heard it enough times to like have it committed to memory. But the host has on guests, and they talk about books. And then I guess she always recommends books for the guest based on like who they are or what they like or whatever. So I've already picked up several good recommendations from this podcast, and I just enjoy hearing people talk about books. So it's been fun to listen to. Pretty much everything on this list is like not new stuff. So I also wanted to have a movie on here, and obviously I have a 1-year-old. I'm not going to the movies very often, so I haven't seen anything new other than Little Women. That's the most recent thing I've seen, and it came out last year. But I did, we have an HBO subscription. I think it's combined with Hulu or something. I don't really know, but because we don't really watch any of the HBO shows, but there's a lot of movies on there. And Us, Jordan Peele's second movie, is on there, and I had not seen it yet, so I watched that a few weeks ago and really enjoyed it. Same with the Flannery O'Connor book. I would say it's not for everyone. It's unsettling, but also really good. So I recommend it if you like that kind of stuff. Just definitely do some research and see if that's the kind of thing that you would like. And then, okay, the last thing is kind of new. And then that is I believe it's the 7th season of Grace and Frankie. I feel like a lot of people don't watch this show, and I guess I kind of understand because it's not a super traditional show like setup, but it's so good and so funny. So the new season dropped pretty recently, and I'm not completely through it yet, but I'm several episodes in and I've been loving it. So those are my January favorites, and I would love to know what yours are. The whole reason I even did this video is because I watched Becca's on Disney Kitty. She did a January favorites video, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. They're so fun to like watch. So yeah, I'll probably do this again next month if I have anything to talk about. But I just like sharing the things I like, and maybe opening other people up to things that they hadn't heard of before. So yeah, I think that's fun. If you've done a favorites video you want me to check out, let me know. I know my friend Nikki, that is a student where I work, did one. I'll if I remember when I'm editing this, I'll put her and Becca their favorites videos in the comments. But yeah, okay, I think I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll subscribe and maybe come back next week for more pin openings. I'm sorry this was like not even remotely Disney related. I hope that's okay to occasionally do a non-Disney. I mean, I know it's okay because it's my channel and I can do what I want, but I want to do things that you guys enjoy. So okay, well, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will be hanging out with some friends tomorrow in Nashville. I'm so excited. This is the same group of friends I saw in Charleston, and it just kind of came up last minute that they were coming to Nashville, and so I get to see them again, and I'm so excited. So I'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye. Do a favorite I don't know what that was.